Hi, and welcome to Off the Shelf. I'm your host, Miss Victoria, and as always, we have Miss Avian.
Hello.
Say hi to everybody. All right, since we're in April, the big thing that's coming up this month that we're going to be working on a lot of is dealing with Easter. So our first topic for Off the Shelf is going to be Easter, and then we're going to kind of do some that are things that are happening in the month of April. So let's just start off right away with Easter. And we'll get to our first one. This one's called Celebrate a Year of Festivities for Families and Friends and is written by Pippa Middleton. You all might know the fact that her sister, Kate Middleton's the one married to Prince William, who is, I think, next in line, one of the ones next in line to be king. So on here, it does have Easter. If you look into it, it does have some Easter activities and crafts and some recipes for Easter. And of course, it has other holidays as well. You can see some that looks like 4th of July, Chinese New Year, birthday.
There's Christmas too. It's just all holidays. How cute.
Yeah, I didn't know we actually had this, but we actually do own this. So you can put this on hold and check it out. It's interesting. It's not the normal people. I would not think of Pippa Middleton as actually, I don't know too much about Pippa Middleton. A lot of times they talk about the sister.
No, but Pippa apparently likes. She just likes I guess Pippa just likes like crafting and like parties. So
it does seem like it.
Who knows?
If you're decorating for Halloween, there's some ghosts. So, but the main thing you want to look when you check this one out, and the reason we're using this is because of Easter. So you can check out what she has for Easter, what crafts or recipes she has. Now the next one everybody knows, and you wouldn't be surprised because she's one of my favorite. Oh, take it back. This is one of my favorite ones, but I just had a children's one. This is a 5-minute Easter stories. So these have a bunch of, you can see Thumper and the bunnies. Yeah, Minnie.
So cute.
You do have Rex with bunny ears. So.
Yeah, this is one of the like newer Disney storybooks. There's like the older ones. This one's one of the new ones, so the cover's like squishy and cool. I don't know, it's cute. It's a good book.
It does have a lot of I haven't seen it. I know I ordered it, so to have the Easter one.
It goes out a lot.
Checked out actually right now, so you might want to put this one on hold so that you could be next in line for it. At least hopefully you get it this month. But it does have other Disney characters. So, you're going to have some Toy Story ones during Easter, Mickey and Minnie. And of course, you might have Bambi in them also.
Yeah, no, like the cool thing about these storybooks is that if you're into Disney animation or if your kids are, they always do original illustrations for these stories. Like they don't just reuse it. Like you get new ones and they're always really pretty. So that's why I really like the Disney storybooks.
Did not know that you get revamped or something. Nice. Did not know that. So if you didn't know that like me, you might want to check it out and check out our other new ones that we have, 5-minute Disney 5-minute stories as well. We do have other ones. So let's go ahead and move on to the next one. And I think this is the one I was actually talking about is one of my favorite chefs, the Pioneer Woman. And this is one of her cookbooks, which is a year of holidays. So it does have, she has stuff for Easter, like a picnic, decorate, like the food that you typically eat during Easter. And she has several things on Easter. I think there's like 4 recipes that deal with Easter on her. And of course, you start at the beginning, which will probably be like New Year's, Valentine's in February, St. Patrick's Day, which was last month. And then this month, it'll be Easter. So she does have like the holidays per month. So you kind of start from January, and I think it ends, of course, with Christmas in December. One thing I like about her is that her recipes actually have pictures of each step. So it's not like
every single one?
Roll this and do that and no picture. At least you get to see each step that you're supposed to do.
Okay, yeah, that helps for people who are like, I don't know how thick this is supposed to be, or I don't know what color this is supposed to turn. My sister really likes it. Yeah, that's what I like about
it. I always see other ones, and I try the recipes, and I try to see my end product. And I don't know if you've ever tried some recipe you found online or something, and you get it, and then you make it, and then you look down, and you're like, and you look at the finished product, and you're like, that doesn't look like mine.
Yeah.
It's like one of those, what did they have on Pinterest? Nailed It, I think it's called, or something like that.
Expectations versus reality.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, well, with her, at least you see step one. This is what it looks
Right.
like. Step two, it says do
It's good
this,
for
and it shows you a
learning.
picture.
Yeah.
If you want to try something for this Easter or the next holiday coming up, you might want to check this one out. It'd be great. And she gives you pictures. So if yours looks a little off, at least you know what step you messed up on.
At least you know.
All right, last one's one of my favorites. I do like do like this author, Jory John and Pete Oswald. Their series dealing with the eggs. This is the newest one. The first is because a good egg it presents the Great Egg Escape. So, and you can see they're very colorful, like Easter eggs. Of course, my favorite is always. It's honestly my favorite is just that plain brown egg in the middle. That's actually my favorite.
I always like the pink one, but
She does. She is kind of fancy.
yeah, she got the eyelashes. I like it.
True on that. But this is cool, and this one I know the picture says stickers inside. The book we have doesn't have stickers, but it's a great story. You should check it out. It's one of our newest ones. It'd be great for the kids, something to read to them. I think it should be available. If not, you might want to put it on hold. It's very popular right now dealing with Easter. So this may be in our our holidays under the Easter section, or it could just be displayed because it's one of our new ones. So it's something worthwhile, something for the kids, something fun for them. Now, remember all those the four that we just showed you, you can find these on our website, cctexas.com/library. You can put them on hold. Once you logged in, put them on hold, pick it up here at Garcia, or you can pick it up in any of the other branches. Pick them up curbside or come into the branch and pick up your hold. And of course, as always, you can actually just come into the branch and pick it up as well. Okay, so let's go on to our online digital resources. We're going to go ahead and start off with Hoopla. Now, Hoopla, I got a couple ones that I was able to find some adult ones more on Hoopla when it comes to a little more nonfiction wise, besides recipes and stuff. The first one's called Easter 1916. So this is actually a TV show dealing with the time, well, I guess it's a period in Easter, but it's in European, and you can see this is church related because you can see the person in the back has the cross. So they're helping the wounded. It happened during the war in 1916. So it's an interesting period one. I didn't even know until I typed Easter and this came up. So I was actually pretty surprised about this one. Moving on, also they do have celebrate holidays for kids, Easter. This gives you a beginning kind of rundown of what Easter is and what festivities people do to celebrate Easter. So this is a very good beginning one for parents if you want kids just to know what Easter is about, whether you're going Easter doing like religion or just doing Easter as just to celebrate. You know, this is kind of different. You can give them the history or you can kind of give them the basics of it. And this is a good book to start off with. Easter Fire. This was fun, interesting. It says fire starters for the Easter weekday hominy. Now this, I was kind of surprised on this one actually. Have you ever heard of people who walk on fire?
Yes.
Okay, but this is something similar to it. Yeah, I would. I'm tempted. I would do it, but I would like walk really fast. But this one is doing it. They're doing the somehow doing with fire. I don't know if they're walking on it, but at the same time they're reciting verses and psalms dealing with Easter, and you can see it says, "Out God is." There's a little quote at the top, but it comes from the Bible. And so they have like little verses and stuff that they go in, they go and they read them. And somehow either they're setting the fire and they're reading by the fire as a way to cleanse themselves. And also, of course, it could be like walking, but they do associate like Easter in the Bible and reading those verses with fire. So if you want a little more, find out more about it, just go to Hoopla, type Easter fire, and you can get a bigger description of it, and that might help you a little bit. But it's kind of interesting in perspective, I guess you could say, on Easter. I never saw it
Yeah,
this way dealing with fire.
never considered that.
Yeah. Last one is your Easter egg. Make sure
I
get
like
the
this
name
one
correctly. Easter egg hunt.
Is this
And
one
of
of the
course,
Black
he's written by
Lagoon
Mike
type?
Saylor, and you might know him from he does those other chapter
Black
books.
Lagoon.
Which one?
The Black Lagoon.
Ah, that's right. There you go. Black Lagoon. So that series, this one's the Easter egg hunt. So you can see that honestly, that's kind of creepy. I don't know, it's kind of
Yeah,
creepy or scary rabbit or bunny.
Yeah, I wouldn't want eggs from that rabbit, but
And the fact that he's saying boo, scaring the poor kid
Yeah.
who like lost all
Scary.
his eggs.
poor kid.
Yeah, sad. So this is if you like the whole Black Lagoon series, you might want to check this Easter version. I haven't had a chance to look at it, so hopefully if someone checks it out, I can be able to check it out later too. Now remember in Hoopla, you are only allowed 5 books a month. So if you already checked out 2 or 3 already, you never know. It's the first month you might want to at least pick one of these for yours 5 at least. Now, the last one we're going to do is Access 360.
Yeah.
The first one is called Rick Stevens European Festivals. It's like festivals around in Europe, and everybody knows Rick Stevens for travel. Like if you look for Ireland or England or France, some people besides Fromer, a lot of people do get Rick Steves over there as well. And it does have Easter on here. I don't see it displayed. I see Oktoberfest. I see looks like Scotland, the dancing, Venetian. I do see the running of the bulls in Spain, and of course fireworks. But within here, there is a festival for Easter in there, so that might be something to check out. And then you can look at the other festivals. I can't see what that one with the guitar is for, but
Can't tell, but it all looks really cool.
It does, right? I don't know if I did the running of the bulls, but I mean.
Yeah, I would definitely go look at some of the other stuff.
You'd be on the other side while people are running, you just watch them.
Yeah, I don't want to participate in that.
I'm like, I'm not running with those bulls.
Gary.
Next one is Pete the Cat. Who doesn't like Pete the Cat?
Pete the Cat, our number one.
Right? I don't know about
He's
you.
so popular.
I mean, is he black, blue? What?
I don't know. He's just a cool cat. Or
He's just a
groovy
cool
cat. I think that's
maybe
what.
it's an indigo blue. It's so dark. I don't know.
He's a good cat.
So this was his big Easter adventure. So if the bunny ears above his didn't give it away, or that he's sitting in a basket of eggs, apparently he's going to go on some adventure. I don't know if any of the branches actually own the physical book, but you can go on Access 360 and, of course, get this one. So all those Pete the Cat groovy fans out there, this one you might want to check out.
Pete the Cat.
So Avian, if you haven't, you might want to put this one on hold.
Yeah, maybe for Sunday I will have to read this.
You might have to. Hopefully, if somebody else has it, though, you might have to put it on hold, though.
Oh, no.
I know, sad, I know. Now, the next adult one I do have is called The Cruelest Month by Louise Penny, or Louise, I think it's called. I can never know how to pronounce her first name. It might be Louise Penny. On this one is going to be a murder mystery. You know me, I got to throw in that murder mystery.
Right.
Surprisingly,
For every
this
single
one actually
one.
deals around Easter.
Yeah, I see the ominous looking eggs on the front. Very ominous.
Ominous.
So is the story like they find a body while Easter hunting? Or
I think so.
like egg hunting?
I think it does have
Dramatic.
that because it does say Chief Inspector. I can't see the name, but apparently it's a series. Novels.
okay.
It's part of a series. So
So this
is
the
one
Easter-
that you might want to. You want something different. You want an actual fiction book to read that deals with Easter, and it's not a nonfiction book, and it's not a children's book. Might want to check out this one, The Cruelest Month. I think it just has, this was an audio. I don't know if they actually own the ebook, but that's the audio version right there. And of course, last but not least, one of my dear favorites that I read when I was a child, younger, the Bernstein Bears and the Real Easter Eggs. I don't know if you grew up with these, Avian, but this is my generation. We all read Bernstein Bears, and of course, we learned several lessons. And not to take candy, not to talk to strangers, don't sleep late, trouble with siblings, of course.
Good lesson.
There's a lot of life lessons that, you learn from Bernstein Bears, and one of them, of course, holiday-wise, was the Real Easter Egg version.
Very interesting. Yeah, I didn't read this one. I read some of the other ones. They were very prevalent in my childhood, but I overlooked this one. Or maybe I did read it, and I just don't remember.
And I think my favorite was Too Much Candy.
Yeah, the junk food one.
The junk food, I think that was one of my favorites, was the Too Much Candy. And I still eat too much candy, so I'm still learning that lesson. I'm slowly getting there. I might have to recheck that one out. All right, as always, make sure to just want you to remember to visit our Facebook and YouTube channel, Corpus Christi Public Libraries. You can go to cctexas.com/library. You can click on virtual programming, and you get a list of all the programs, and it'll break it down. And you can also click on one of them, and it'll send you to the YouTube channel, and you can watch it there. And of course, if you haven't already, you can subscribe at that point. If you need help finding books that deal with Easter this time, if you come here, you're probably just going to go straight to our holiday section, but otherwise that, you can call us and Avian, and of course the rest of the staff here at Garcia, and of course at any branch can help you find some books dealing with Easter. Not, you can also use the new book alert, author check, and book newsletter. The last thing I'm going to provide you is the full link to our online programming. You can visit at there. It has a big old link. And of course, like I said, you can just short version, go to cctext.com/library and click on virtual programs. Yeah. All right. And I want to thank you all for watching. And I just want to give you a quick reminder, we're still going to kind of do Easter next week, but we're going to be talking about chocolate. Because Easter is candy, and the best time is not Easter, is the day after Easter.
Oh, when everything goes on clearance? Wow.
Got it, Avian. Got it. That's why we're talking about chocolate, because there's going to be a lot of chocolate on sale next week after Easter. So
True.
we're going to be talking about chocolate next week, and a couple of highlights. I'll go ahead and give you a heads up on some of the stuff. We are also going to be talking about the Oscars, because that is this month. So we will have an off the shelf of the Oscars. We will also be talking about books that are last chance. Yeah, I know. Some books don't check out as much. So we're going to kind of revive them a little bit. And my favorite, and I want to bring it up, of course, is our at the end of this month. I know Avian knows too. Yeah. The staff here, me, Avian, and Robin, the other co-host, and our manager, Misty, hopefully would join us. Robin and Misty would join us for at the end of the month on Off the Shelf. We are going to be doing one, as everybody knows, it's called If I Had 3 authors over for dinner, who would they be? So at the end of the month, you will find out what 3 authors each of us has chosen to bring to dinner. All right. Hope you enjoy it at the end of the month. Don't forget, chocolate is coming up. So we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.